I will let you know that I did grow up in New York City, so I'm a lot tougher than I actually look and sound. And when I was a child, something would break in our house. My mother, who was a brilliant woman, would inevitably call my father. And my father would, fumble around a bit, and then inevitably he would call a repair person. And it was the thrill of my youth for these repair people, and they were inevitably men, these plumbers and electricians, to come into our house and to fix things. And I was just enamored with them. I would follow them around. I loved their smell. I loved to watch how they were, tinkering with things and listening to the sound of the water going through the pipes. And I would really watch them and pepper them with questions. I'm sure I was annoying, but they seemed to indulge me. And that sense of wanting to be the one who could actually fix something that was broken, like I wanted my mother to call me. That has stayed with me all my life, and it has served me very well. And, I just remember it many, many times as, things start breaking and I'm being called to fix them. But that started when I was younger, and I remember being a young mother, and I would come home and my children would greet me, and then within 5 minutes it would be, "Mom, the printer's broken, the PC doesn't work," and it would be my evening, is trying to bring that back to being, to life. And it was like, oh my God, what have I wished for? Even now, they're in their early 20s and I still get the calls, "The microwave's not working." And it's like, okay, we'll fix it, don't worry. But I had a fascinating childhood. It was a bit unconventional, and maybe one day when we meet each other in some other place, I'll tell you all about it. But when I became ready for school, I started going to Catholic schools, and I stayed in a Catholic school until I was in 10th grade. And then I had this burning desire to join our local public school. And that's because probably that's where all the boys were. But nevertheless, I can remember to this day, my father had to register me. And the school was about 15 minutes from our house. And with each and every step we took, he would reassure me that I was completely throwing my life away. And it was amazing to me that in this kind of broken down place of a school, I met the most stimulating teachers who really had the expertise to bring out the passion in students for math and science. So I thrived in that environment. And my father was so relieved that he built me my own chemistry set. And he would kind of turn his head when some of the experiments I would do would go awry and explode and start fires, and it would be like, "It's okay, it's okay." And he was just a wonderful inspiration to me, and very helpful. So from that school, I went on to Princeton and then USC, and I finally got my doctorate in what was then called quantitative analysis. I believe today it's called data science, as well as social psychology. And the combination of those two have served me very well in my career. So I finished my graduate studies on a Friday, and I started working at Bell Labs as a systems engineer the following Monday. And that was in 1982, and I haven't stopped yet. So. I'm Marian CROAK, and I'm a Senior Vice President in AT&T Labs. I have 125 patents, and it's been over 30 years since I've been here.
Marian brings a lot of quality to her work, especially in her